Kirk walks it off. Welcome, guys, to the Inside Jays podcast. I'm your host, Tyler. And wow, what a game. And I'll admit, uh, I didn't catch a lot of this game. I actually managed to catch it late. And it was right around when the Red Sox went up 6-0, and I ended up actually doing some work. So I kind of tuned out from the game. And boy, was that a big mistake. But we're going to recap it and we're going to dive right into this amazing comeback win for the Toronto Blue Jays. And it's all thanks to a season high 3 home runs and in a 7-6 victory over the Boston Red Sox. So we're going to go over an instant reaction article just because I missed a majority of the game from Riley Delaney, and let's go ahead and dive right into it. That was the exact type of game the Toronto Blue Jays needed. On Wednesday evening, the Blue Jays played the second of 3 against the Boston Red Sox, winning 7-6 in comeback fashion to snap a 3-game losing streak. Let's take a look at what happened in this one. The Jays struggled in the first inning, shocker. Before they even swung the bat, Rafael Devers scored thanks to a balk from Yariel Rodriguez. Then Alex Bregman hit a solo home run to make it a 2-0 game. Wow, another home run from Bregman. He seems to be settling in quite well in Beantown. In the top of the second, Cedane Rafaela scored thanks to Jarren Duran's RBI single before Duran scored on Devers' 10th double of the season. In the top of the sixth, the Red Sox made it a 6-0 game thanks to a home run from Carlos Narvaez. Something changed in the bottom of the sixth, though. After Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Anthony Santander hit into an out, George Springer earned a 2-out walk. The next batter, Dalton Varsho, hit a 2-run home run to get the Jays on the board. Great to see Varsho hit his first home run of the season after spending the beginning of the season on the IL. The next batter was catcher Alejandro Kirk, who hit his second home run of the season to cut the Red Sox's lead in half. Still a ton of work to do, but a positive sign. In the bottom of the seventh, Ernie Clement hit a 1-out single, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit a 2-out single to put 2 on for Anthony Santander with 2 outs. On a 2-0 count, Santander hit a 398-foot homer with an exit velo of 103.7 to tie the game at 6. So right there, Anthony Santander turning out to be one heck of a signing for the Toronto Blue Jays. The game headed to extra innings with Guerrero Jr. on second base. Santander didn't hit the walk-off in the game as he hit a line out for the first out. However, both Springer and Varsho were intentionally walked to load the bases for Kirk. The catcher hit a walk-off single for the 7-6 victory. Let's look at some of the takeaways. We're just over a month into the season now, and it's safe to say that Wednesday's win could be the most important victory of the season so far. I agree. It looked as if the Blue Jays were down and out, on their way to losing their 9th game in their last 10. Instead, they had their biggest comeback of the season. There was only one other time this season where the Blue Jays had a multi-home run game dating back to April 15th. In this game, the Blue Jays hit 3 home runs, the most homers in a single game for them so far this season. They needed this desperately. One area of concern from this game is the 5th spot in the rotation. Yariel Rodriguez started the game giving up a home run and 2 earned runs in his inning of work. Eric Lauer pitched the bulk of the game, throwing 4 innings with 2 earned runs and 4 strikeouts. That worked for this game, but a Rodriguez-Lauer piggyback isn't a sustainable option for the Jays moving forward. We haven't seen Jeff Hoffman pitch a whole lot this season, but he's been nails in every single appearance. Tonight, he pitched 2 innings with 3 strikeouts to drop his season ERA to 1.17, reaching the 500 strikeout milestone. Jimmy Garcia also threw a scoreless outing, striking out a batter to maintain a perfect ERA. As a whole, the Blue Jays had 10 hits from this game, with Bo Bichette, Dalton Varsho, Alejandro Kirk, Ernie Clement each having a 2-hit game. Anthony Santander and Vlad Jr. had the other 2 hits. It'd be great to see the bats get going. On Thursday, the Jays have a chance to snap a 3-series losing streak as they face the Red Sox at 7 p.m. Eastern. Blue Jays are expected to start Jose Barrios. Let's look over another article that goes more into detail on this game, and mainly shows some quotes from manager John Schneider and from the players as well. And it talks about just the bats, the Blue Jays bats finally finding some power and muscling their way to victory. There's a quote from John Schneider talking about, Dalton Varsho's return. Here's a quote from John Schneider. That was really good. Said manager John Schneider, I'm so impressed and proud of the way they came back. It's obvious we're grinding. We're down by 6, and it's easy to just fold. And they did the exact opposite. There are so many things that happened. Just overall, proud of these guys. And let's take a little note of, apparently the Blue Jays' hitting coach, David Popkins, was ejected early in the game. Perhaps that may have rallied the club, or they just finally started to see the ball a little bit better. Looking for another quote. There we go. This is a quote from Anthony Santander, basically saying there was a lot of emotion in regards to his home run for a tight game in that situation, tying the game and putting the team in a good position to win the ball game. Started with Varsho and Kirk, giving us good momentum before the 7th inning, and then to see Kirky with the line drive, that was amazing. Also talks a little bit about the Blue Jays struggling to capitalize on mistakes made by opposing pitching staff. Changeups were driven into the dirt. Fastballs were taken for strike 3. Lazy fly balls and pop-ups one after the other. It was a host of problems. It's the reason the Jays ranked towards the bottom in numerous power-related stats heading into the game, and still sitting there even after the power surge today. Another quote from John Schneider basically saying it's what we've been missing. Feels great. Varsho getting us going. Kirky has been swinging well these past couple of days, especially tonight. Tony, hopefully that gets him going. That's exactly why we brought him in here. So there's that, talking about the game. And as I mentioned, I only caught a little bit of it. Unfortunately, I ended up busy with some work. But for sure, actually, what time is tomorrow's game? No, it was 7 Eastern. So it's 3 hours ahead. So it's 4? Well, we'll see. I do have some work to do tomorrow, so we'll see if I'm able to actually full on watch the game for the first time. But definitely, this was a big win for the Blue Jays, and I am absolutely ecstatic that they were able to win this, especially in this fashion. This is definitely, I feel as though, perhaps a key part of the season. This could build some momentum, especially for technically later today's game at the time of this recording. Anyway, so yeah, should bring some great momentum. Obviously, prior to this current slump that the Jays are in, they were playing pretty darn well to start the season, and now they've kind of hit a bit of a snag, which obviously most of us Blue Jays fans are not keen on seeing, and it's given us perhaps a little bit of deja vu from last season. But all in all, this was a great game, and I'm extremely bummed that I was not able to watch the full game. But still, there is definitely later today, and then there's many more games to go. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, to the Inside Jays podcast and would like to stay up to date on all your Blue Jays content and Blue Jays news, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified every single time we upload a video. You can find us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. You can find us at Inside Jays Pod. If you prefer an audio version of this podcast, you can find us on both Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you do watch it on a podcast form, you can rate and review. Yeah, it's very greatly appreciated. But that's going to do it for me. As always, let's go Jays, and I'll see you guys in the next video.